Welcome to another episode of Is This for Kids? I am Jonathan Beard of Blevins, husband and father of 4, and I think that most media marketed towards children is the cause of the downfall to society.
The whole of humanity downfall mostly because of Nickelodeon. I am Katie, MrsRuvi. I am a mother of 5, wife to the most handsome, amazing husband in the entire world. And I think that most media can be redeemed if you're willing to get in there and have a couple of conversations. But you've got some pretty safe media right here.
I do. Here's the thing. I think that there's a lot of parents, like especially first-time parents, who have never had to navigate what kind of media they would share with their kids because they're not watching it. Mm-hmm. Why would they? And they don't know what is safe and not safe or good or bad in media. Yeah. And you might, all of a sudden find your kid being obsessed with Caillou. And Caillou is an awful show. And it's not something your kid should be watching because it's just, there's no redeeming quality about it at all. And so what's that, huh?
I was gonna say, if you're a grandparent also, like you got the grandkids at your house, you haven't had kids for 30 years. This is, in fact, I had my youngest child is 6 years younger than my next youngest child. The media landscape had completely changed in that 6 years. So you don't even have to be a first-time parent to need to know this information.
100%. And what I'm going to share with you today is 5 essential shows for first-time parents. 5 essential shows. These are not just these shows are okay to watch for your kids. These are 5 shows that your kids should be watching if they're going to watch anything.
Yeah.
I have been told I'm not allowed to use Wild Kratts as one of my 5.
Because you've already said it.
Even though it is amazing and is probably the greatest show on television, no exaggeration. Just played a game the other day with my kids. What animal is this? This random 20-question guessing game, which is very easy to do with a 4-year-old, an 8-year-old, and a 9-year-old normally, but my kids know what a sea sapping slug is, and I don't. And so I'm like, how do you know all this? It's because of Wild Kratts. That's not one of them, though. Not Wild Kratts.
But still,
it's also one of them. Number 1 will seem very obvious, but I have only recently started watching it in depth, and so I'm going to say Bluey. Bluey is one of the best shows ever made for children, in my opinion. Almost perfect. Great family dynamics and relationships with mom, dad, and kids. And just recently, I started watching it with my 4-year-old. And I'll be honest, I don't love a lot of kids shows. If my kids are watching TV, which is 30 minutes, if that, a day, it's usually so that Jody and I can get stuff done around the house or run some errands or do whatever. And you know what? I'm missing out on some really cool quality time with especially my daughter, since she's so young. Mm-hmm. And she thinks as long as I'm doing something with her, even if it is as silly as sitting down and watching a show, she finds it to be this really cool, sweet, adorable thing. So we had to escape the chaos of Christmas recently in the house, and I snuck away with Kiara and I was like, let's watch 2 Blueys. And she was so excited. And we watched 2 Blueys on my phone, and she loved it. And now since then, every day has asked, when's the next time you and me can just watch Bluey? And it's sweet, and she's already seen all the episodes before in the last few years, and so she gets to pick out her favorite ones, and it's an awesome, sweet show. Check out Bluey. Available on Disney+.
Absolutely.
Next one. I don't think you love this show, and I'm kind of sick of it because it's what my 2 boys watched a lot growing up, and so I've seen a lot of them, and it's just kind of annoying to me, but Paw Patrol.
Oh, I don't dislike it.
You don't dislike it?
No, I'm the same thing. That we've just seen a lot of Paw Patrol.
Yeah, and how does this kid get his money? All this kind of stuff. We've talked about it many times on the show.
You can have a great time watching Paw Patrol with an adult worldview and being like, who's funding this?
How is every adult in the show dumb?
What?
But they're all dumb
in
a really funny way. They're not dumb in adults are bad, kids are good thing. Mm-hmm. It's just a pure show with a bunch of pups who help Ryder save the day every single day. And there's this evil mayor that they're, for some reason, super merciful towards all the time. And there's something endearing about that, even though he belongs in prison. But Paw Patrol, great show, funny. It's got its little moments of inspiring courage, and definitely something you can watch with your kid or just leave on and walk away.
Maybe prison or on an antipsychotic medication.
Yeah. 100%.
Got it.
Next, Octonauts. Are you familiar with Octonauts?
That was not in my kids' repertoire.
So Octonauts, great show, awesome theme song. Check it out. It's kind of a little bit like Wild Kratts in that you're learning about the different creatures that they're exploring, and they're going on these adventures and they save the day. There's not really that many evil characters. It's just, are you Googling it right now to see pictures? It's super fun. But check it out. I like shows that are interesting and can be educational. I wouldn't say Paw Patrol is wildly educational.
No.
Or even Bluey. For that matter, although I do think Bluey does a good job of talking about emotion. But Octonauts, you're learning similar to Wildcrats about different creatures and different things. And it's just a super adorable show.
Yeah.
It is. Next, in this one, I haven't seen in a couple of years. And so I can't share a ton about what it's about because I forgot. But Puffin Rock. Puffin Rock, I believe, is an Australian TV show similar to Bluey.
Okay.
And they're very short episodes, and it's just very, very sweet. There's this little Puffin who has a little family, and he just goes on little tiny daily adventures and learns important life lessons. I think the episodes are like between 4 and 8 minutes long. Nice. And it's just a good, wholesome, adorable show that, again, you can leave on or watch with your kid and have fun conversations. And finally, I will say that both the old and the new version of the Magic School Bus is super fun. And like when I was growing up, I watched Magic School Bus at school.
Sure.
And it felt annoying because we were learning and it's like, oh, this is dumb. But that was just like my bias because I was in school. I have since watched the new ones a lot with my kids and some of the old ones, and they're awesome. And again, they're learning a lot as they go, and you can watch it with your kid and have fun conversations, or you can leave it on and they're safe. But these are the shows that for Bluey, Paw Patrol, Octonauts, Puffin Rock, Magic School Bus, old and new, these are shows that like until my kid is 7, there's no need to watch anything else.
Just keep those ones on repeat.
Yeah, I mean, they're awesome. They're good. They like them. They're not like wildly addicting, you know, like some TV shows can be. And so those are my 5 essential shows for first-time parents.
That is fantastic information.
I agree. I think this is going to crush it. Let us know what your favorite show is for your kids in the comment section on our Instagram. You can go to isthisforkids.com to find out where that Instagram is, or comment on our YouTube what you would add to this list.
Absolutely. Hey, there's just so much content out there for us to navigate as parents.
I'm Jonathan Beard of Blevins.
I'm Katie, MrsRuvi. Let us help you decide.
Is this for kids?